All right, everybody, welcome back to Bite Time. Harry McCullough here. Of course, it's carnival time, and we always think, those guys from Hercules kind of kick things off on Friday night of the 17th. But actually, there's a parade before that. That's the Crew of Pandas that happens every year at St. Bernadette School, actually the 30th year. So here to talk about it, Emily Pearson is a kindergarten teacher over at St. Bernadette, and Dr. Elise LaBeouf. Thanks so much, the principal, first-year principal. So,
That's right.
Elise, kind of a big deal for you, first year to do the Crew of Pandas, right?
Yes, it absolutely is. Miss Landry was our previous principal, and she was big into the parade. She's actually the first one that started the big parade. 31 years ago, we missed a year with COVID, and so it's stepping into some big shoes.
God, it does fly by, and I've been going out there and watching these little guys come up. So how did it all start? Do you remember? Do y'all anybody know how it started?
Well, I actually was a student at the time.
You were a student.
At St. Bernadette. So in, what year was it starting? 92. So in 1990, my sister was in kindergarten, and they walked down the hall and threw beads. And then in 1991, I was in kindergarten, and we walked around the parking lot. And then in 1992, it took off, and Miss Landry took over, and we had marching bands, and it got real big.
Yeah, so you got bands. All the kids kind of decorate their own little SUV or whatever, the little Barbie Jeep or whatever it might be. So how are we expecting? What kind of crew are we going to have this year?
We are going to have about 58 kindergartners, and yes, because it's 2 kindergarten classes.
Right.
Some of them will be riding in electronic Jeeps. Some of them will be pulling a wagon, and we have our 7th graders helping pull the wagons if they do decide to bring a wagon. We have the Vanderbilt band and cheerleaders coming. We have a few different banks coming, South Louisiana Bank, Chase Bank. We have the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile from
really?
Wisconsin coming. So we're very excited about that because it's really big. And then we have a parent who is very big into Star Wars. His name is Gerald Dishman, and he built this really huge Star Wars vehicle that is going to be in our parade again this year.
Nice. So talk about the logistics and where you guys go, what time you take off.
We are going to be around the Broadmoor area, so we take off on the corner of B Street and Funderburg in Houma, and we make a few blocks. We're actually extending the block one more over because our parade has been so huge in the past. You
got the Wienermobile, man. That's as big as it can get, huh?
What was happening was that whenever we started the parade, by the time the beginning of the parade ended, the rest of the crew was still coming. So we had to extend the route, but it's going to be Friday, February 17th at 12:30.
At 12:30. And like I said, y'all really kind of kicking off off the carnival for us that weekend. So the kids that participate, and so it's really the kindergartens and 7th graders are actually in. Everybody else is going to around. But people can come, right, Doc?
Yes, it's open to, to everyone in the community. We have, of course, our students and their families attend, but we always have some neighborhood families as well. But it's open to the public, so we'd love to have as many as want to come.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And actually, I think they were saying we do have a parade on the 10th, so I might have jumped the gun. So you guys will be second, but it'll still be good. So if you have like a little Barbie Jeep, y'all ask them to come in and bring those with them?
Correct. So the students, they provide their own little Jeep. So if it's a Barbie Jeep, they can decorate it Barbie themed or Mardi Gras themed or any kind of theme they want, or not decorate it at all. And then if they don't want to go that route, they will get a wagon and they could decorate it any way they want.
Right. Can you imagine the pressure on those parents when it comes to Christmas, right? Like, oh, I'm going to be the only one walking this year. Oh, okay, here's your Jeep. No, we've all had one.
And the parents really go big when they decorate it. They really look like floats coming down the road.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes,
they really do.
So.
And it looks like the Rose Parade a little bit with the way they fit them out. They do a great job. No, not the first rodeo for these parents, right? They all can't wait to get their turn. What does this teach our kids? Do they obviously look forward to this every year, huh?
They do. They really love to go. I think it teaches them how to have teamwork, because one of the funny things is that whenever they line up, they're in a line. but once we start rolling, they're doing this all over the place.
Yeah.
So it teaches them how to kind of be respectful of others' boundaries and how to, help each other out as far as not running into other people. And also right before the parade, we always say a prayer that everybody is respectful to each other, that everybody has a great time. So we give thanks to God
Sure.
for all we have.
And look, at least that, Mardi Gras is a time kind of hey, let's let it all hang out. But it is a religious holiday, right?
Yes.
So a good way to go into Lent.
Correct. It is our kind of last hoorah before Lent. And I think one of the other things that we really enjoy about our parade is that it really is family oriented,
Yeah.
which I think is true of Houma Mardi Gras in general. It's very good for families to attend, and it's safe and it's clean fun. And so I think that's one of the good things about it.
And it brings everybody together, right? It's a great kind of team building thing for the parents, for the kids, and for the school.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, our whole school gets involved. We have right now just a shoebox float contest, just something fun for the rest of the school to get involved in. We decorate the school. The other students, they might do a craft or some kind of writing about Mardi Gras and what they love about it.
30 years, and I do have a crew of Pandas balloon already. So, hey, Everett, let's talk about it. Are you excited about being king of the crew of Pandas?
Yes, sir.
What's going to be the most exciting part about that? You think it'll be the car or the throwing the beads or what?
Throwing the beads and get to see my friends.
Your friends. Do you have a bunch of stuff that you can throw to them? Hey, so how did you get to be the king? Do you know? They picked your name, or did you win a contest?
They picked my name.
They picked your name. Well, I think that's a good choice, man. You look like you're going to be a good king. And what about being the king? Do you feel like it's going to be a special day for you? You like that crown? Mm-hmm. It's kind of better than Burger King's, huh? Do you know what Burger King is? You're more of a McDonald's guy, probably. But so let's talk about what's going to go on next Friday. How do you get ready for the parade? You got a bunch of stuff. Your mom and dad's been helping you out.
A white tux.
Oh, you got a tux? You gonna wear a tux? Really? Did you try it on yet? Do you look pretty cool? Now, are you like a tall? I know your dad, so he's a pretty tall guy. Are you one of the tallest guys in your class? No, you got people that are tall. Probably girls are taller. Huh? They grow faster than us boys at that age. Huh? Well, so when you're going all the way around the block, do you think you get tired of throwing beads to everybody? Do you going to get out and walk for a little bit? Yeah, we're good. Hey, let's talk to Miss Emily. Or you go by Miss Emily or Miss Pearson in class?
Miss Pearson.
Miss Pearson. So Miss Pearson, tell me about the process of how we got Everett here to be the king.
It is just a lottery pulling. So we divide all the boys in my class and all the girls in my class, and then all the boys in Miss McDermott's class and all the girls in her class, because there are 2 kindergarten classes. So what we do is, this year we pulled for king for my class, and in Miss McDermott's class we pulled for queen, but next year we'll switch it.
I got
So
you.
next year the queen's gonna get pulled. So what we did is we put all the names in a hat, and Dr. Mark and Father Andre pulled the names. So we had the whole school come together in our gym. We had a stage set up, and Father Andre and Dr. Mark, they pulled a name, and Everett's name came up for our king, and we also pulled a boy's name for Duke.
Yeah. Oh, you had a Duke too.
We do. We have a Duke from each class. And then we pulled a girl's name from my class, and we also have a maid. So there are 3 students from my class who were pulled. And then the rest of the students are able to decorate their own
Oh,
vehicles.
I got you.
And the same thing for Miss McDermott's class. So we put all the girls from her class in a hat, and Dr. Mark and Father Andre, they pulled 2 girls' names. So one was the Queen, Queen Caroline,
Caroline.
and then another was a maid, and then they pulled a name for a boy for a Duke.
Oh, I see. I
Yes.
see. So Everett, when you were watching them pull it, did you have your fingers crossed, like hoping that you were going to get to be king? No big deal, right? I know my son would have always like, I never win anything, and if he'd have got picked, he'd have been really excited. You win a lot, are you lucky? Pretty much, huh? No doubt. I know you're looking forward to it. Hey, Miss LaBeouf, we did want to mention that you do have a grand marshal for the parade, right?
Yes, we do. Every year we have a grand marshal, and this year our grand marshal is Dr. Mark Williams. He is the new superintendent of Catholic schools for the Diocese of Houma Thibodeau. So he just started in the summer, and so he's going to be our grand marshal. He's actually from New Orleans, so he's got a little bit of Mardi Gras experience. But when we did our presentation and pulled the names, we did a second line, and Miss Pearson was telling me that he mentioned that was his first second line ever.
Oh, really? So yeah, I got a lot of good learning opportunities over at St. Bernadette. I was almost going to call this the Panda Meander, but that's your road race that you have earlier. That's in the spring, I'm sure. Huh? So yeah, a lot of great things that you can do besides just the book learning at school.
Right.
So Everett, again, so how much stuff are you going to throw? Do you know? And you're going to be on the back of a Corvette, so you're going to be you're going to wear white tux, and you're going to be on the back of a Corvette throwing all this stuff? Do you know whose car that is? Do you know, you ever heard of Big Al? That's his car. You don't know Big Al? We go eat at his restaurant sometimes, Big Al. I heard that's his car that you're going to be riding in. You ever ride in a convertible before? No. This is good. You got to get your parents to buy you a convertible so you can drive around in it, so you can work on that. So again, it'll be at 12:30, the
Yes.
time for everybody. So y'all expecting a good crowd? Y'all got to block off Thunderbird, I'm sure, right?
Yes, yes.
We always have a pretty good crowd show up. It's pretty full throughout the whole parade route.
And there's ways to get around. Even if you got to go back to Broadmoor or something, you can get around, right? So it's great. So how long does it take? It takes about an hour?
Probably a little bit less, maybe about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's a great event. That's a good-looking crowd, for sure. Tell me, Caroline, how excited were you when they picked your name?
I was 100 excited.
Were you really? It was like, were you expecting it? Did you have your fingers crossed?
I was expecting to be the queen.
You were. See, that's good positive thinking to be like that. So we talked with Everett. Everett's going to wear tux. And what are you going to wear?
I'm going to wear a dress.
A dress? What kind of dress?
Like a dress is either with the sparkles, like the sparkle belt, or the one that's this white with a coat.
Have you ever? Is long dress?
Yeah, they're both long. They're the same size.
And you're going to wear gloves?
Yeah.
You're going to have like a wand?
No,
No? How you going to wave to everybody?
I'm going to do like this.
Are you learning how to do that? Nice. Who taught you how to do that?
My mom and my sister.
They taught you how to do that wave like Meghan Markle? That's awesome. Well, so when they picked you, didn't you also said you're going to have gloves and you're going to have a long dress? Have you ever had a long dress like that before?
No. I only had that when it was my dance recital.
Oh, I see. You're a dancer too?
No, I was at H3 and I got a big green dress.
I see. So that's good. So who's your teacher?
Miss Dermot.
Miss McDermott. And do you like her class? So the Queen came out of her class this year, right? So all the girls were excited about going to the gym and picking out a name?
Yeah, they thought they were going to be the queen, but I know that I was going to be the queen. Because I even said it to Miss Dermot.
You said, this is me.
I said I was going to be the queen, and then I was right.
I know. Well, that's a great way to go through life is setting a goal and achieving them, right? So was everybody happy for you? All your friends were happy for you? So what do you think you're going to do on the parade? So what kind of car are you going to ride in?
I'm gonna ride in my brother's.
Your brother's car? He has what kind of car?
A gray car.
Is it convertible? Are you just going to throw it out the side?
No, we're just gonna stroll. We're gonna stroll, but not in their faces. I just learned how to stroll. I'm not gonna stroll 'em. I'm gonna stroll.
Not hard, right?
Not hard.
Right.
But I'm gonna make sure it gets in their hand.
Don't want to hit them in the face. Okay. So I tell you, look, why don't you practice here? Throw me this. You see, you just learned how to throw? Throw me a good one. There you go. Good throw. Well, that's great. What a great smile. So are you really looking forward to doing this? So, so who else is going to be on the parade with you?
Nobody else is this good.
Just the queen? You don't have a first maid, a second maid?
We only have a first mate.
I got you. Who's that?
I think it's Sarah because I didn't really see the maid.
Okay. But you're the queen.
Actually, it was Nate. He was the maid.
He's a duke?
Yeah.
I got you. And then you know Everett?
Yeah.
He's in the other class, right?
Yeah, he's in KP.
And is that other class okay? Is those boys okay? They treat you right?
They have more girls than boys.
Oh, they do? Well, the girls are smarter probably, huh? Especially.
The girls didn't even need Miss Dermott.
They what?
The girls didn't even need Miss Dermott.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't even need Miss Dermott either.
Really?
Yeah, I was smart.
Oh, you're smart. I got you. Well, that's good. So we're all looking forward to seeing you as queen, and we're all excited. So can we recap one more time? Let's
Sure.
get Miss Pearson and Miss LaBeouf back in here. To recap, so Miss LaBeouf, it'll start around 12:30, right?
Yes.
Everybody's invited.
Yes, everybody is invited. It's a really great time. It starts at 12:30. It rolls through Broadmoor neighborhood.
Okay, and Miss Pearson, everybody that's gonna be in the band will be in there. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will be there. We have a grand marshal.
Too.
that'll
We even
be-
have a Ghostbusters vehicle.
We got a Ghostbusters vehicle, and did somebody mention Star Wars?
Yes, Star Wars too. A huge vehicle for Star Wars.
Again, anybody can come out. It'll go down Funderburk, I imagine, and make a turn. Or
It actually doesn't go down Funderburk. It goes down Mere.
Oh, I got
So
you.
it makes the block around Funderburk.
I got you, and it's gotten so big over the years that
That's
we've
right.
got to add a couple of blocks in there
Yes.
as well. So, Caroline, again, are you going to be able to sleep the night before? Are you going to be excited, thinking about it the whole time?
I'm going to think about it the whole time.
And
Because I even synced it at last night.
you thought about it last night?
Yeah.
You had a dream?
Yeah, I saw gonna ride in a big truck, and I could wave to everybody neatly.
And are you gonna stay with this wave, or are you gonna start doing this?
I'm gonna start doing this.
That is spectacular. Well, girl, congratulations on being the queen, and thanks for coming by. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. We can't wait for the crew of Pandas on Friday. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bite Time after this.